guys, I hope you are well. We have here a summary of the events that happened in the market last week from January the 30th to February the 3rd. The data we had from the European side about the CPI of most countries was stable, but in Germany GDP had decreased and France and Italy were able to keep their GDP stable. The most important news of last week was the FOMC press conference about the interest rate, which raised 25 points and announced that they will do it again because they are afraid of inflation. The next day, the ECB raised the interest rate by 50 points and announced that they will raise the interest rate by 50 points in March, and after that, they will look at market data. People were expecting more data from the ECB meeting, which is why the euro weakened and fell. On the other side of euro, England raised the interest rate up to 4%. So in summary, ECB 3%, Fed 4.5%, and the Bank of England 4% raised the interest rate. The last important news in the recent week was the non-farm payrolls rate, which was expected to be 188,000, but this data is 517,000, and this shows that the American economy is very strong. This data is very good for the economy, but it was a shock for the market and caused the market to fall. The important point here is that everyone thinks the market is moving up, but we know that is only an upward correction. Let's go to the quarterly report of major American companies like Alphabet, Amazon, Apple, and Meta. Meta opened the last week with a positive gap of 25%. On the other hand, Apple announced its worst report in the last 8 years. Of course, only iPad sales in China were very good, but they still have problems because of the supply chain. Google also has problems and couldn't sell its products as expected. And Amazon didn't have a good profit for the last quarter as expected. This data show that the market is still volatile and doesn't have a clear trend. In the end, you should know that important market companies in the field of finance have finished their reports, and we just have to wait for retail. And the good news is that from next week, we can do our trades more easily. I hope you have a profitable week.